Well, back once again. Well, okay. Got this side, the intake, the head's back on. Got this right here too, torque wrench. So if I torque them all down, as I checked 2 bolts over, and they was past specs. So I did them all like that. So all I gotta do is check 2 bolts. I checked 2 bolts with this. Okay. So it was all right. It was just a little bit past specs, but that's okay. This, what you don't understand, this is these are steel heads on the 350 small block. 1975. It's just in a newer vehicle. Well, not a newer vehicle. You'll still say it's old. Yep, in a vintage, whatever. You know, it's still that. It is what it is. But you know, I checked those. I checked that one and that one, and I tightened them up just as the same as I tightened them. Because if I tighten them anymore, they're gonna break off. They're gonna snap. So that's what I did. So I checked it with this where's it at? Torque wrench that I had. Someone had let me borrow. Just to make sure everything was right. Well, I don't know what I did with the torque wrench. I did something with it. I think I put it, here it is. Here's the torque wrench. So if I tighten this side up the same way I tightened that side up, and that one was past torque specs, this one's gonna be past torque specs too. So you know what, I ain't even gonna go through all that trouble. Got them exhaust back on, got that exhaust back on, got that back on, the intake's back on. Read all the instructions, put that resistor in the valve cover gasket on that side over there like it said. Now all I gotta do is I'm draining the oil, and on the very top of the oil, I done used 2 bottles already. On the very top of the oil, there's just like pure antifreeze coming out of it. So it's dripping now. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna change the oil in the other vehicle and put it in this one, and then flush that out with that oil and drain it and put brand new oil in it to get rid of any leftover antifreeze or whatever, so I ain't have to waste money and buy brand new oil put in there. I'm just going to use that oil out of the other vehicle, put it in here, do that with that, and then change the whole oil scene. And then time I get that oil in there, I'll have it running so I can adjust these valves. See, I can torque these valves down to where they need to go, but see, I don't want to do that. See, my way is I'm gonna have the car running, and then I'm going to torque them down so I don't hear all this noise and don't have to come back later, take off this and replace another gasket to have my valves just the way I need them, because I already know from prior experience working with Chevy motors and older motors what to expect. See, now like the newer motors, like, oh, I got a what do you call them things, aluminum. I got aluminum head made out of this right here, a can. Okay, yeah, I can understand about coming back later and redoing all this and checking this and checking that. But this is not that. This is a steel. This is pure steel. Okay? This is steel. All this stuff is steel. It's not aluminum. There's nothing in this aluminum. you might have one thing that's aluminum. It might be this water pump. That might be the water pump that's aluminum. Everything else, this, all this is steel. It's not aluminum. It's not made out of cans. It's not made out of cans, so I'm not really worried about all the rest of that stuff, because if I was dealing with something that was made out of cans, then yes, I would have to be worried about having all the sports, all the tech, all the things lined up and torqued down to the recommended things with brand new bolts and brand new this and brand new that, because it's aluminum. Aluminum expands. It expands farther than steel does. So I'm kind of happy that I got something that I can work on other than aluminum, to where it has more problems. I think this problem's going to be solved. All I got to do now is start it up, adjust the valves like I want them to be adjusted, not by one of these torque wrenches. I can't really just tell. Well, yeah, someone let me borrow a tool. Okay, yeah, somebody let me borrow one of the uppity up tools, you know, to make sure everything's all right and everything's tightened up on this side the same way I tightened it up on that side. This side showing I'll over tighten it. This side on two bolts too, showing I over tightened it. So in the long run, everything's gonna be fluctuating just the way it needs to be. It's probably gonna be better than anything that's on technology, which you have everything out the car, off the window, and doing it everything way a mechanic school or whatever, you know, whatever that's into, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I'm pretty confident that this is gonna work. I'm not even confident, I know for sure it's gonna work. All I gotta do now is get this thing started, tighten that up, put those back in it, get that on there, get the valve. I can't put the valve covers on there until last, so I have to get the carburetor back on there to start it up. And the distributor cap on the back, I got to get that on there too. See, usually some's on the front, that's a V6, some's on the back, and that's a Chevy V6 is on the front. So a Ford has one on the front too. A Jeep has one right there by the head on the side, right in there. So okay, so I'm not gonna try it. I know it's gonna work. I'm over knowing that this is gonna work. So okay, I'm finna go on to the next steps, and hopefully by the time I'm done with these next steps is I'm letting the oil and the antifreeze drain out of the oil pan. In my other vehicle, I got oil in it, and then I'm gonna take out and I'm gonna put that oil in here, so I don't have to waste another $20 on brand new oil to flush this system out. So I'm gonna do that first and let it singulate, and then I'm gonna take that oil out and take the oil filter back off and let all that drain out, and then hopefully this will be up to specs to a race car, but I'm not going to drive it like a race car, y'all. Hopefully it's up to specs to a race car, and probably like a little bit better because it's a daily driver. But that's okay though. We're gonna see how this works though. Thank you coming in, and if you need any more tips, if I have to change the head in the other vehicle, which right now I don't have to, I gotta add more antifreeze to it because it's not as bad as this one. As these two, the other one's got one. It's not as bad as this one. If I got to, I will make a video on that. Stay tuned.